Welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would also like to welcome Spirit into this reading and say thank you for the messages we are about to receive. This is a general reading. So the first card is life is dialectic, and this is about, you're facing some kind of choice over there. You feel like you have reached the end of the road in whatever you're doing at this particular moment. You can see these stairs are going nowhere, and maybe you feel as though you are going nowhere in this particular job. There might be a person that you're dealing with, somebody who's very psychic, and it looks like you may need to go to this person to go and ask them for some advice, or they might give you some really important advice coming up there. You've got the True Nourishment card over there, so this is about trying to get satisfaction from this particular job, and it seems like maybe you haven't been getting satisfaction and you feel as though you've reached you're at a dead end at this particular moment. Now, in the past, you've got the True Path over there and Renew Yourself. So this is about finding what your goals are, and you're looking, reviewing your life path, really, reviewing your career path, it seems, and trying to find out whether whatever you're doing is what you've always wanted to do, or whether or not you're on the right path. You've got Renew Yourself over here, so it looks like, you have been maybe having a few illnesses. It might be stress-related illnesses, and there has been a need for you to take a little bit of a break, a little bit of a rest, in order for you to recharge. You've got going into the future, responsibility over there, and be ordinary. So responsibility is showing this dog taking a leap of faith over there, and maybe taking a risk on something. So there's something that you want to do, maybe start something brand new, and you may need to take that chance and go for it. It's got the Be Ordinary card, so this is, whatever you're doing right now is, maybe very mundane, maybe it's very boring, and maybe this is the reason why you're getting a little bit disinterested in it, and this is the reason why you're it seems like you've reached, the end of the road, or you're feeling a bit despondent, because it seems like things are going nowhere. Everything you're doing seems to be too ordinary, or it seems to be too run off the mill, really, and you want to start something new, or you want to try something new, and there's a need for you to take that risk and go for it. So those are the energies for those two weeks, feeling a bit despondent and feeling a bit stuck in whatever you're doing. I'm just going to draw some cards from the Black Cat Tarot. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Knight of Cups over here. So it looks like an offer coming in for you there. Maybe you have been putting feelers out. Maybe you want to do some further study as well. With this Knight of Cups, it's usually about, thinking about doing some further study or further training. This is about refocusing your goals. You can see this arrow being sent out over there. So it looks like, you're thinking about maybe doing some further training with this Knight of Cups there. So what's happening with you here? You've got the 5, which is the Hierophant over there, and you've got that Temperance card over there. Now with the Knight of Cups, it is about further training, but it may be, because the card below it is the Judgment card, so it looks like, you're trying to change direction as far as your career goes. So the Knight of Cups could be about you doing further training, or it's certainly to do with education, but you've also got the Hierophant here, so you might be even thinking about taking on a job, or doing something where you train people up, where this cat is giving these mice cheese, so maybe training up people or teaching, or maybe you are going to go into higher education here with this Hierophant. So it's certainly about education, it's certainly about changing direction as far as your career goes. It seems like you have a lot of skills with the Star card over here, and you want to start using those skills and growing something or changing directions. So maybe you want to train people up, give back to the universe, really, by training people up in whatever skills you have. So you're taking your skills and you want to put it into, you can see this cat's pouring the water onto dry ground. So this is about training and growing people, or growing minds. So it seems like you're thinking about this. You've got the star in the back, so this is about having a new vision, a new goal in life, and it looks like maybe you want to be involved in teaching, or maybe it is that you want to go and do something further. Maybe you're feeling, as though your knowledge has dried up, or you need to, rekindle that knowledge, or you need to retrain, improve that skill set that you have. But it looks certainly like you have this idea or vision of actually going and training people or teaching people. So in the past, you've been working pretty hard, working by yourself over there. This is the Queen of Swords. This is your card, being very skilled at what you do and being very focused on that particular work, working very, very independently, doing a lot of communication, but working pretty independently over there. And, whatever job you had or have is very much an authority job. And you do feel as though you've reached the top of that career. It seems like you're sitting on the top of there feeling a little bit bored because you've overcome a lot of obstacles to get over there, and maybe you feel like this is the end of the line now. There's no more scope for getting further in this particular field. You've reached the end, and it looks like you want to change jobs over here and move on to something. And this seems like, you want to get into some kind of teaching or some kind of training role, mentoring role rather. So you are thinking of starting a new job over here. You've got the Ace of Pentacles over here, and you're hoping that this particular job brings in a lot more money, but it looks like you are planning to start something brand new. You've got the Dolphins at the bottom over here, and this is about intelligence, using your mind quite a bit. So maybe you feel a little bit as though you're not using all your skills, or your mind is not being active enough, and this is the reason why you want to go and start something brand new, make a change. Now you've got the King of Swords over here, so you are surveying everything that you have accomplished, and you do feel like you're at the top of whatever you've done, and it looks like it doesn't seem like you're that satisfied being there at this particular moment. So with this King of Swords, it looks like he's just sitting there doing nothing, and maybe this is the thing that is making you a little bored. Now you've got the Knight of Swords over here, so it looks like you want to move on and do something else, because this is the card for Aquarius as well. This is the air signs. It looks like there might be some kind of you might move on from this particular job. It seems like everything around you is not it's not progressing, and you're not very happy about it, and it seems like you want to make a quick move. There might be a lot of conflict as well going on around you, and maybe you're not really happy dealing with that. So the Knight of Swords is always about conflict. It's about rushing into things, or maybe people saying things that are pretty nasty around you, and maybe you're not really happy where you are at this particular moment, and you want to move on. You've got the Ten of Cups over here, so it looks like there is difficulties going on around you, and you want this to come to an end. So it looks like you might actually leave this particular situation, break off ties, and move on. Ending, whomever you've worked with for a long time, it looks like you're going to be ending those relationships and moving on. So the cycle seems to be coming to an end, and you are in a very defensive position. So there is some conflict that is going on around you. There's a lot of burnt trees going on around you. There's not abundance, so you don't feel like you're growing. You may be feeling very, very stagnant at this particular moment, and this is causing a lot of you're very, very unhappy being here. So it looks like you want to go and learn some new skills as well. This is the Eight of Coins, so this is about wanting to learn as well as work, maybe become an expert at whatever it is you're doing, or definitely further education involved in together with your work. So whatever skills you're doing, you may want to go and update your skills really, and maybe that's what you're thinking about. So going to the future and the final outcome, it looks like you're going to be making a change there. So this is the Fool Cat taking a different path in life. So going off the beaten path, and doing something very, very different, taking that risk and going off to do whatever it is that's going to make you a lot more happier. And then you've got that Eight of Rods over there. So there is an offer that is coming in. So it looks like you have been putting out some feelers, and there is going to be some kind of offer that is going to be made to you there. And it's going to do with some kind of intellectual work. You can see this man's doffing his cap over there. Some kind of job that's going to mean that you're going to get a lot of recognition, and you're going to have to. There's a lot of information that you're going to be dealing with there. So things are going to start moving for you, and an offer is going to be coming in for you. With this Moon card, it's about being a little afraid to act, feeling as though you're a bit stuck in this particular position, and maybe this is about expecting the worst case scenario, not seeing things very clearly. So, if this offer comes in, you need to not be negative about it, accept it for what it is. And if it's a change that you want to make, then this is going to be the offer that allows you to move forward, or, to change direction or change career paths. So it seems like you're feeling a bit stuck in this particular job. There might be a lot of conflict going on around you there. But that's about to change, because you've got the end of a cycle there. And it looks like whatever you're going to be doing, it's going to grow. It looks like it's like some kind of mentoring role or some kind of teaching role. And there you go again. You've got the Unity card, which is the Hierophant card, which is talking about mentoring. So do the right thing for the right reasons. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see what works for you. Now, the Hierophant is about, institutions. So you might be going back into an institution, a college, a school. It could be, even a university, and doing teaching. You can see this older man teaching these children. So you have a lot of experience, and it looks like you're going to be sharing that with people. You, on the other hand, could also well be going back into some kind of schooling, maybe going back to school, or maybe retraining, because you've got this card of the Eight of Pentacles about wanting to learn some new skills. So maybe you're going to be doing that soon. You've got the Six of Autumn over here. The good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing money wisely. So it looks like money is coming in for you over here. There will be, whatever this new job is, it's going to pay pretty well for you. And, you don't have to be too worried about finances. So whatever this job is that you're going to be doing, you are changing path, but it looks like money will come in with that particular job. And you've got the Awakening card over here. So change the way you're looking at the situation, embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in action. So with the Awakening card, it's about, seeing things differently, doing things differently, but also just waiting for things to happen. So just hang in there. It looks like, you have a little bit of patience, rather. Even the Hierophant does say have a little bit of patience. Things will work out the way you want it to. So whatever you're going to be doing now, this new thing that you're going to be doing is going to be very different, because you can see this Hangman is upside down. So very different from what you've been doing in the past. His head is lit up here, and it's got a lot of intellectual enlightenment going on over here. So you're going to be learning a lot over here. With the Six of Autumn, there's a lot of information that you're going to be receiving, but you're also going to be teaching. Because this is the card of receiving, teaching, and receiving. And since it's the Six of Autumn, Autumn is Pentacles. Pentacles is about knowledge as well. So this is about receiving and giving information. So you're doing something where you're learning, but you're also going to be teaching. And it's going to lead to a lot of spiritual enlightenment, but or maybe a lot of enlightenment, improvement of your intellectual capacity, rather. So whatever you're doing at the moment, it's going to bring in a lot of training. It's going to bring in a lot of knowledge. There's an awakening that comes in with this particular job that you're doing. So it's going to be a give and take, where you train and you also train other people. A teaching role, so all your knowledge going out to people. But it's also going to change you quite a bit. You're going to see things from a very different perspective and change the way you view things. So, new knowledge coming in for you. So letting go of the traditional viewpoints and moving forward as well. So I hope that this reading has resonated. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.